took some meals. I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you treat you like my ace? I got way too many problems.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific. It's set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 22, check, cover.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch the whip.
Jackson. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready? This is Pittsburgh. March 56. Watch the run.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Play 56. Mike, 56. It's going to be a long day for you. 56.
On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
56, Mike, 56. What we got?
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson being chased out left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Matt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your 1st drive, stop them on the 1st drive defensively.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more have to take a shot like that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And for the Buccaneer touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Tighten up. Tighten up. Mike 56. Mike 56. It's going to be a long.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. This tend to develop as the game moves.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now Evans to throw on third down. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Right there, 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Check 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Shifts past him. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Evans. Operating from the gun. He'll rifle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open. Downfield, as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing again, Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They go play action with Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Evans. And this will be in physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that. No. I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Evans now. From the gun, he'll throw. And an alley to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last as it's returned for quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Evans to throw on second down. He's going to fire one, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a carry from Mack, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Evans from the gun on third down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Evans on third down. He's going to fire one, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is down. That sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Shift. Watch the shift. Back. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Same one.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On third down, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Rip right, rip right. Mike 17, Mike 17. Ball, it's the pass. 17's Mike.
Back to throw is Evans. On first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Evans now. From the gun, he'll throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Jackson now. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Jim.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. To throw on 2nd down. Evans. He's going to fire one deep up. He's got a man. Complete. 36 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Set the plan. One, two. You got nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 17. Oh, yeah. All right.
Staying on the ground with Mack.
Got you, boy.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Evans on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Check 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56 is the mic. They can't hang with us. Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Evans, looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Baby, all day, baby. Buddy up. Mike, 56, right there, 56. We don't want this.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews, and able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Go. He's creeping.
Now Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope you could have sealed. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home